Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday morning to you. We're here for another morning chat. What do I want to talk about today? Well, I want to talk about being fluid. Now, let's go way back. Some of you a lot more than others, but let's go back to your childhood. When you are a very young child, your priorities is cartoons and toys and things like that. And then as you get a little bit older, you start getting more of an interest into a hobby. Now, whether that is sports or band or choir or art or, whatever, right? Insert your favorite hobby here. You suddenly take a bigger interest in it, and you strive to get better, and you want to do it a lot and things like that. And then you start getting a little bit older, and you start coming up on hitting those age barriers, right? You are counting down the day to where you turn 16 and you can get a car, and you're counting down the day until you graduate and freedom from school, and 21 until you can get that first drink of alcohol. And all throughout those years, as you get a little older and you develop and all that, you start getting an interest into getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend, going to college, getting a job, moving out of the house. What happened to cartoons? What happened to toys? What happened to all that, right? Those were your priority back then. Your priorities shifted. They changed for the situation, right? You, at the age of 5 or 6, you wasn't trying to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You wasn't worried about driving a car, getting married, having kids. You wasn't worried about, taxes and the mortgage and joining the military or any of that stuff, right? It was trying not to miss your favorite cartoon. And that's one of the things that I kind of want to bring up right now. The ability to be fluid, I think, is going to be really important into an SHTF. Again, my opinion here. Because we don't know what the situation is going to call for. You may be to where you have plenty of food and water and ammunition and medical supplies and this and that and whatever else. But then one day you walk into your pantry, your food storage area, your root cellar, and you notice that some little rodents got into some stuff, a lot of stuff. Well, now you wasn't so worried about food before, but your priorities have shifted. Now your food is at risk. And we need to have that ability to be fluid, the ability to adapt to the situation. You have it to where you can have all sorts of different things. You can be rich in all sorts of areas. But minute by minute, that may change. And it may have to force you to shift your priority. And the ability to be fluid, the ability to course correct your focus and attention, right? You might have been focusing over on expanding your area so you can move your livestock. And so you're slowly doing it. You're in no rush, but it's a priority, but it's not an emergency. And you've been working on it for a little while until all of a sudden there's contamination into your water source. Well, now that takes precedent, right? That shifts your focus, your priorities, everything changes. And I think that in life now, we get that, right? Things at work change, things at home change. Things just pop up, right? Life tends to life. And some people handle it better than others, but as much as there are a few people that I know that it seems to come very naturally, I think you can learn to become fluid. You can learn to accept it, and you can learn to have your thought process and to get your mind into, all right, this was, you know, up here, but now I've got a code red up here. This needs to take a back seat. It's still important and needs done, but this now suddenly is everybody's attention and focus. So it's a good thing to maybe start thinking about it and self-reflecting on how good you are at being fluid, and how good you are at adapting to different situations and whatnot, how you react to them. But just something I just wanted to throw out there for you today. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, a blessed day. Stay tuned, because there's more information to come. And with that, remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.